Hi, I'm Margo Hoffman, President of the Vancouver Island Real Estate Board, and this is your market update for September 2016. Sales of single-family homes in September were lower than in August, but rose significantly over September of 2015. Last month, 531 single-family homes sold on the MLS system, compared to 431 last September, an increase of 23%. Month over month, sales decreased by 14% from August, which saw 623 unit sales. Active listings of single-family homes dropped to 1,265 last month, down 40% from September 2015 and dipping below the 1,394 available listings recorded in August. This is a historic low for VIREB, which began tracking inventory levels in 1999. The last time inventory was this low occurred in 2005, when the number of single-family homes for sale dropped to 1,629. The decreased sales we saw in September are likely more indicative of inventory challenges than a cooling market. Sales would no doubt be even stronger if inventory levels were higher. The lack of available listings has been challenging for both buyers and agents because there aren't enough properties to satisfy buyer demand. We suspect that some homeowners are reluctant to sell because they're worried they won't find a new home for themselves. In reality, more inventory is coming onto the market, but is being absorbed very quickly. Nevertheless, if you've been considering selling your home, you should act now, because sellers' markets don't last forever. Robust housing sales in the VIREB area and throughout much of BC are being driven by a combination of economic factors that are creating a sound foundation for housing sales. This is the third year in a row that British Columbia's GDP and employment growth have been above 3%, and the GDP is currently tracking at 3.5%. Year over year, retail sales are at 6%, so consumer confidence is obviously high. Although a moderating trend in activity and prices is occurring in the Vancouver market, that slowdown is not affecting the VIREB area so far. Prices in Vancouver and on the Lower Mainland haven't dropped much, but sales have taken a hit. This moderation in the market might have been accelerated slightly by the foreign buyer tax introduced at the beginning of August, but it's too early to say whether it's a temporary cooling in sales activity or something more significant. However, foreign buyers are not turning to Vancouver Island in lieu of the Lower Mainland and are not behind VIREB's robust housing market. As shown in our 2015 buyer profile, 54% of purchasers were from Vancouver Island, 22% were from elsewhere in BC, 22% were from elsewhere in Canada, and only 2% were international buyers. Those demographics have likely not changed in 2016. In September 2016, the benchmark price of a single-family home in the VIREB area was $388,800, up 14% from 1 year ago. Benchmark pricing tracks the value of a typical home in the reported area. Prices increased in every zone, ranging from 11% in Campbell River to 17% in Nanaimo and the Parksville-Qualicum area. Yet, despite higher prices, the Vancouver Island housing market is still competitive and relatively affordable compared to real estate on the Lower Mainland and in Victoria. Prices range from $215,000 for a single-family home in Port Alberni to $447,000 in the Parksville-Qualicum area. No matter what kind of home you're looking for, we have something to suit every buyer. Whether you're upgrading, downsizing, or moving here from elsewhere in Canada, remember that a local realtor is a vital partner in that process. In a competitive housing market, connecting with a realtor is even more important. We have specialized knowledge of our communities and are equipped with sales tools such as custom analytics to help you develop a winning strategy for buying or selling a home. When looking at the housing market, please remember that statistics don't tell the whole story. I encourage you to check out our website and contact a local realtor for information on a specific market on Vancouver Island. That's it for now. I'm Margo Hoffman, and this has been your real estate market update for September 2016. Thanks for tuning in.